Ever walk into a room filled with your own relatives and feel like you're invisible? That's been my reality. My name's Joseph. I'm 28, single, and to my family, I'm the black sheep. Not because I did something terrible, but because I never followed their script. I didn't become a doctor like my cousin Elena. I didn't join the family business like my brother Marcus. I didn't even stay in the same town. I left, built a quiet life, writing, traveling, keeping to myself. Eventually, I stopped expecting much from them. When you spend years being the afterthought, you learn to lower the bar. But then Marcus' engagement invite showed up, cream cardstock, gold lettering, and something stirred in me. For a moment, I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe I finally belong. I pictured walking in, Marcus pulling me into a hug, Sophie smiling, a seat at the table with my name on it. Simple things, but to me, they felt like miracles. The vineyard glowed when I arrived, golden light strung across the vines. I bought a gift, wrapped it carefully, wore a navy blazer, sharp but not too much. And for one heartbeat, I let myself believe this was a night I stopped being a ghost in my own family. Then my aunt leaned in, Chardonnay on her breath, and whispered words softer than a knife cut. He only invited you out of pity. Sophie insisted. Otherwise, it would have been too obvious. I froze, the gift heavy in my hands. Thought I misheard, but she just shrugged. We didn't think you'd actually come. And she was right. I shouldn't have, because inside, every table was full. Name cards neatly placed, glasses clinking, laughter flowing. But no place for me. Not one chair. Not one hello. Not even from Marcus. So I stood there, clutching my gift like a shield, my chest tight, heat rise in my throat. And then I walked out. Quiet. No scene. No drama. Just silence. The next morning, Marcus came to my door, still in last night's suit. You didn't have to make a scene, he said flatly, as if me walking out was the issue. Not the fact there wasn't a seat for me at all. I told him, Marcus, I wasn't supposed to be there. You didn't plan for me. He shifted, uncomfortable, blamed Sophie, said I should have just grabbed a chair. And in that moment, I realized he didn't see me, not as a brother, not even as a guest, just as an obligation, an afterthought. But here's what he never knew. For the past 3 years, I've been one of the trustees of our grandfather's estate. Before he died, Grandpa looked me in the eye and said, make sure this money doesn't destroy the family. Marcus had no idea. None of them did. And that business he bragged about at every holiday, funded by loans from that very trust. Loans I quietly approved. So when his latest request came in, urgent, desperate, needed within 2 weeks, I didn't rubber stamp it. I called a meeting. And for the first time in our lives, I watched Marcus realize the sibling he'd treated like background noise was the one holding the pin to his future. He tried to laugh it off, adjusted his tie, leaned in. Don't make this personal. This is business. But I looked him in the eye and said, you made it personal the night you left me standing with no seat at your table. He called it revenge. I called it accountability. When he stormed out of that cafe, I stayed, finished my coffee, calm, because for once, the power wasn't in his performance. It was in my decision. The fallout was instant. Missed calls, guilt trips, relatives who hadn't spoken to me in years suddenly reaching out. Even my mother called sharp, accusing, you embarrassed us. Families make it work. But here's the truth. Families don't make it work by forcing someone to squeeze into a space that was never theirs. Families make room. And mine never did. So I drew a boundary. For the first time in my life, I stopped begging for scraps of belonging. I stopped apologizing for simply existing. And in that silence, they noticed they had to. Sophie even reached out quietly, away from Marcus. Admitted she was wrong. Said she should have made space. Said my absence made people ask questions. For once, someone acknowledged it. The damage of pretending I didn't matter. Even Marcus called again. Pride stripped from his voice. He said maybe he misunderstood me. Maybe they all did. And for the first time, he didn't ask for money. He just asked for lunch. I didn't say yes. Not yet. Because I don't know if he wants me or just what I can provide. And I won't hand over either until I know the difference. But here's what I do know. I'll never again stand in a room where my name isn't written down, where my seat isn't made. If they want me there, they'll make space. If they don't, then I'll build my own table. And this time, I'll know exactly who deserves a chair